Welcome to episode 3 of Locke's Picks, where I help you decide if a game is worth your time or a waste of time. Because of suggestions from you viewers, I'm implementing a more visible rating system to wrap up my videos in a better way. I don't like point systems or trying to quantify something not objective, so I'm going to try and make a better point to summarize my thoughts at the end, and who I would recommend the game to. Now that that's out of the way, this episode is all about Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, a new tactical FPS game from Ubisoft. For me, this game was a big sleeper hit, but not without its problems. The gameplay is amazingly deep, but the game itself has been full of bugs since release that have been going away very slowly, so let's look at it a bit in depth to check it out. The gameplay of Rainbow Six Siege is the crowning glory of it all. It's challenging, addicting, intense, a rare combination of cerebral strategical thought, discipline, and skillful shooting. Because of all the different characters each team can choose and all the ways to interact with the environment, it's not often that your matches will play out the same way. So let's go through the basic gameplay. The core game mode is a 5v5 PvP tactical shooter. There is an attack team and a defense team. There's an objective hidden inside a building every match that the attack team is trying to achieve and the defense team has to stop it. The objectives range from bomb defusal to hostage rescue. Each team has access to different characters with different abilities and equipment. At the beginning of each match, the teams pick their characters and equipment. The attackers spawn outside and immediately start controlling little drone robots with cameras. The idea is to use the little drones to scope out the building, find the objective, and have eyes on the enemy. The enemy can shoot the drones, so being sneaky pays off. The defenders use that time to set up their defense of the objective. They can reinforce walls, place barbed wire on the ground, plant C4, and many more things with all the character abilities. After around a minute of setup time, the attackers can start to make their move while the defenders project the objective. The defenders have access to surveillance cameras set up around the map to keep tabs on the enemy, but the attackers can shoot the cameras as well. The rounds can be long, but after you die you can view all the camera feeds to help with the intel, which gives you something to do. The attackers have to get the objective, and that can mean rappelling through windows or skylights, blowing through walls with explosive charges, or just crashing through the least defended spot with riot shields. Each character has different abilities. Defenders have abilities like grenade defense systems, explosive door traps, and electronics jammers. Attackers have abilities like shields, improved explosives, EMP grenades, and electronic scanners. These abilities interact in interesting ways. The defender character Mute can use his electronics jammer to block areas from drones and explosive charges. The attacker Thatcher can use his EMP grenades to take out the jammers, letting his team use explosive charges on the jammed wall. Any character can take out wooden door barricades with melee attacks, but only a few have access to explosive charges to take out the metal barricades the character Castle can put up. Each of the defenders have the ability to reinforce 2 walls. Regular explosive charges have no effect on those walls, but the attacker character Thermite spawns with 2 high-impact explosive charges that can take him down. All this to say that there are a lot of player interactions in this game with the environment that affect the overall strategy. For scouting purposes, the attackers have drones and the defenders have cameras. You can rappel up walls and jump into windows, shoot through weak walls, blow up strong ones, make the walls stronger, break tiny holes through walls to surprise enemies, blow up parts of the floors and ceilings. There's so many ways to make each game different and change up strategies depending on the chosen characters. It's a great balance of tactics and hair-trigger shooting, because once you find your way to the enemy, you actually have to take him out and complete the objective. The visuals of Siege are actually nice. The environments are littered with props that make it feel a little more realistic. The graphics quality is certainly good, but not without its caveats. The physics sometimes bug out hilariously. I've seen other players' legs shake around randomly on my screen. Sometimes body parts phase through walls where people can shoot them, which breaks the game because you don't even realize your leg sticking through a wall until it's too late. They recently released a high-res texture pack download for free for those players with extremely high-end systems, which is nice. Overall, the visual style is serviceable for what the game is trying to do, with a few bugs to iron out. Siege does have a bit of music, which is pulsing, unsettling, and occasionally intense. After listening to the actual soundtrack, some of these tracks are something I could actually listen to for fun. It's driven by pulsing electronics and percussion, droning guitars, and climaxes with movie-quality, heavy, distorted basses. The depth of the soundtrack is hardly represented in the game, during which I only notice the music during menu screens. This is probably because the music would distract too much from the necessary in-game audio cues. Speaking of audio, Siege does it very well. Sound effects are key to locating your enemies and watching out for yourself. You can hear barricades breaking, charges exploding, enemy movement. Almost every action has a noise associated with it to give you the information you need to stay alive. This is especially important for defenders to tell where the enemy are coming from and not let them sneak up on you. From a technical aspect, Siege has been a mess. Matchmaking problems lead to 10-minute queues for groups of 4. Error messages are common even after finding a match. If someone leaves the game, it can be hard to find a replacement in time. Loading screens get stuck and force you to end the game from Task Manager. And to frustrate this even more, the game loads up with unskippable intro videos that last a bit less than a minute. There are ways to get around that, but it involves renaming game files to do it. It just feels like a hassle to play this game sometimes, and that's not what gamers want to hear. All the bugs and errors and network issues made this game almost unplayable for the weeks following its release. They've been working on the issues, but it's taken a long time. The gameplay is so fun, but game-breaking bugs and clipping through walls and matchmaking errors really make it a frustrating experience in general. Overall, there are a lot of good things to say about Rainbow Six Siege. The depths of the gameplay make it a great experience for anyone looking for something more fulfilling than a Call of Duty game. It's cerebral and based on teamwork, but still comes down to reaction times and skill. A great balance of tactics and action. The audio serves the game well by providing the player with clues about the enemy, with music that sets the unsettling mood of the game. Unfortunately, this great experience is bogged down with technical issues that once upon a time made the game almost unplayable. They have been working on it and the kinks are getting worked out. A lot of major issues persisted past launch. To get to the point, this game feels great to play when it decides to let you play it. It's so much fun with a group of friends all working together. I'd highly recommend it if you like the shooter genre at all, especially round-based tactical games like Counter-Strike. It's best played with a group of friends. The game relies on communication and coordination at a high level. If you don't have a group of friends to play the game with, I would hold off on it and try and find a group before buying this game. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm trying to put out more and more content to help you guys decide what games to buy. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, don't hesitate to comment. My social media links are in the video description along with my Twitch stream. Feel free to subscribe to my channel or to follow my Twitch stream. I have a special game preview video coming up next, so check out my Twitter in the next coming days for clues. See you next time for Lock's Picks.